They put us in red, the color of blood, to mark us. They forgot that it's also the color of rage.
Over the course of 6 seasons, June has changed so much.
When we first meet June, she is the product of Gilead.
You girls will bear children for the leaders.
Then we go back and we're able to kind of see she was a normal person. She was a mom. She's a wife.
She really starts as an everywoman.
She's been sleepwalking through life. She hasn't recognized the signs of what's coming.
No, please don't take her. No!
She's very much a prisoner. Even her voice is different in the first season.
Hi, blessed be the fruit. May the Lord open. The circumstances of Gilead push her to places where she has to do things that are pretty extreme to live, to survive.
Every tiny little decision was a tiny little rebellion.
As the seasons moved on, she became more of a rebel, more of a fighter, more of a badass.
And she starts to emerge as a real leader.
One of the biggest qualities of her character is that she has a surfeit of empathy. She can even empathize with her torturer, her captor, her oppressor.
How about a rematch tomorrow?
It's a date.
June's relationships with those in positions of power have been absolutely essential.
Commander Lawrence considers June kind of a plebeian in terms of her intelligence. She's taught him that his big brain doesn't trump her strength and stubbornness.
Now get in the car.
I can't leave without Hannah.
You can.
I won't.
Lydia recognizes something that they have in common, which is a profound willingness to commit and follow through. There is no coward in June Osborne.
June's become a source of strength for so many people.
Mark knows how powerful she is, and he also knows that she is going to push him into places that he's not comfortable with.
What are you doing?
Goodbye, Commander.
June carries within her an ability to be violent and to take a life.
We've seen her season after season be this warrior.
She's willing to put everything on the line to help others.
She is our fearless leader.
They will never see us coming. What's happening?
Rebellion.
This season, June is confronting the choices and decisions and mistakes that she has made.
You sure you're ready to go back?
Hell yeah. We're gonna see this through to the end.
This is the Handmaid's Tale. We want June to be back in that dress, to rally the other handmaids.
She's gonna take Gilead down stick by stick.
Here is her opportunity to speak truth to power.
Rise up and fight for your freedom!
Gloves are off. Look out. Here comes June.
Where is she? Where is June Osborne?
Action.
Villains are critical to great drama. And boy, do we have wonderful villains in The Handmaid's Tale.
They're not just out and out the bad guys, they're complicated. There's a moment of vulnerability, moments of regret. We've tried to make sure that our characters who do things that are sometimes despicable, that we understand why they're doing them.
Their choices that they have made lead them to being in this place. It's not that black and white.
You wicked girl.
You did this.
No, Aunt Lydia, you did this.
Over the course of the past few seasons, we've been chipping away at Aunt Lydia's willful blindness to the reality of what Gilead really is and her own role in it.
Lydia's arc, I couldn't have begged for more. I didn't see her as a villain at all. Her firm belief that her approach was the right approach. I don't think she ever thought that evil was going on. But when she does see it, she must act upon it. To leave my girls to ruin in that den of depravity, I will not allow it. Recognizing her own fault, that's a very difficult but significant thing for Lydia to go through. When she begins to love, the walls begin to crumble. I only ever meant to save my girls.
If you want to save us, let us go.
Good, cut.
I did terrible things. I do ask for forgiveness every day from those that I hurt.
Serena really works to redeem herself. What makes her so compelling is that she's so pulled by her selfish desires, but she learns to rise above them to do the right thing.
The world is broken. I am being called to heal it.
I play a character that is somewhat narcissistic and somewhat manipulative, somewhat, and quite narrow-minded.
Your children were not taken from you. They weren't stolen. They were saved. Sabrina, how could you be so blind sometimes?
She isn't blind.
She should be.
Is Serena going to do the right thing or isn't she? Is the audience going to be on her side or are they not? That's the fun part of it. It's an incredibly complex and nuanced journey. Blessed day, Joseph.
Blessed day, Serena. This is a fascinating character. There's multiple things going on with this guy. His big brain obliterated his humanity. He's horribly sexist and condescending and arrogant.
Praise be, High Commander Lawrence.
Praise be. A lot of what Gilead is, he's responsible for. He's part of the evil empire, but he wants some redemption.
He's really burdened with guilt.
June ends up inspiring him, kind of leading him.
These rogues will start a war. Are you on board?
It's either your psychotic plan or the wall.
You pretend like I'm not a commander or an eye unless it suits you.
You're just like them.
And you love me. So what does that say about you?
Nick's been given a lot of opportunities to denounce Gilead, to start a new life, and every time he has said no. He'll be forced to make some choices that will reveal his true character.
It's the first time he's sort of been tempted by the dark side on a fundamental level.
You have so much potential.
You need to end this disgracesomeness to our country.
His moral center is shifting and his dignity is maybe breaking a little bit.
Don't you want to be a man who does the right thing?
I don't get to have what I want.
The villains in the show are irresistible. They really embody the biggest flaws and base instincts of humanity.
All the gray areas of these characters. I just think it's such an amazing reflection of how complex life can be.
Gilead is God's kingdom here on earth.
It's never been about piety. It's always been about power.
In creating our dystopia of The Handmaid's Tale, a lot of care and attention had to go into how to bring that world to life.
The production designers have really captured the tone of Margaret Atwood's beautiful novel.
From the locations to the art design to the costumes, props, and the lighting, there's always been such a clear vision.
They all work together to create this style for the show.
Blessed be the fruit. Be the Lord open.
When we began, our Gilead world was centered in Boston, the rich pastoral colors of that world. But when you look more closely, it wasn't so beautiful. We discovered the wall. We created the colonies, a toxic dump, and it was horrendous.
What's been so incredible is we've been able to grow our world, the battle zone of Chicago.
We went to Washington, D.C. That was the power seat of Gilead. The Lincoln Memorial we defaced with visual effects.
The Washington Monument turned into a cross was so shocking. I really wanted that image.
Looking out at the mall and at all those handmaids, it was just, I will never forget it.
We broke this country, and now we have to fix it. I believe that you and I can get this done.
This season, we had a lot of really new locations. New Bethlehem is a diametrically different place than Gilead proper. Gilead proper is dark, very Victorian, very strict. In New Bethlehem, it was fresh, light, airy.
All the good of Gilead, with none of the bad.
Mayday, we created from scratch this season. It's a luxury ski resort, a great indicator of the excesses of capitalism, and is what led to Gilead being born.
This ski resort is a portrait of how the rebels get ready to invade Gilead. In our story, the place has been abandoned for many years. We've created this mold on the walls, water damage on the roof, and peeling paint. We've even recreated our own posters. What we always portray in the set is the passage of time.
We'll need to have our wedding in Boston.
with all the other commanders and their wives.
Aunts, Martha's, handmaids. It won't be a traditional Gilead wedding without the whole community in attendance.
The whole world of Gilead is on a hierarchical system, and it's all told through a color palette. That can really tell a story more than you sometimes realize. Commanders wear black suits. It's very authoritative. The wives we've seen in blues and teals to show deference to their commander.
Their hair is neat, tidy. It's not soft, it's not gentle.
Martha's are in the muted greens, a color of calm and being a homemaker. The aunts wear brown. It's very militant.
Blessed be this day.
It is based on a World War I uniform we actually order from a place in the UK renowned for replicating World War I and World War II fabrics. And the Econos all wear gray. They are of no stature, so it's the most mundane color that just blends into anything.
The dress became our uniform, and we became an army.
Then, of course, we have the most iconic costume, the Handmaid. And red was used for fertility, for lifeblood.
That red cloak represents something so much larger than the show itself.
The people who created it and the way that Elizabeth Moss decided to wear it moved it to be iconic.
Some people think that the Handmaid's costume is a symbol of oppression, but it's become a symbol of power.
These robes will start a war. Are you on board?
I'm in.
It's really amazing to watch our artists do their work.
Every single person who has worked on this show has really given it their all.
They work as a team, complementing each other, sometimes challenging each other, but always coming together to present the best possible visual for our show.
This is the beginning of the end.
What makes you so certain that we can remake this country?
You do, Serena. We broke Gilead, and now we have to fix it. Let's do it together.
New Bethlehem is supposed to be the kinder, gentler Gilead. It looks pristine, but there's something not quite right about it.
It's the town that Commander Lawrence has built to get refugees to come back and live in Gilead.
You told me there was no place for a woman like me in Gilead.
It turns out that I was wrong. Women can live on their own in New Bethlehem. They can read, write. It's crazy what women are capable of.
Serena does agree to go back with Lawrence to New Bethlehem.
She truly believes in a better Gilead.
Serena recognizes and respects what it means to change the world.
This might actually work.
New Bethlehem is alluring for many characters.
The real promise and appeal for them is that they finally get to reunite with their family.
I will stay, but only until you can get my family out. You can't trust them.
Rita realizes that she's alone and has put herself back into the same place.
I was counting on you.
This is Gilead. The only person you should count on is yourself.
Okay, let's do it.
New Bethlehem looks like Pleasantville.
We present a new, clean slate.
When we found this location, it was absolutely perfect. The art department has done quite a few things. We've added the flowers, lampposts, lattice, so that everything is picture perfect.
Today is the day. We need to show these diplomats we're as safe as Disneyland.
But how can we trust you? Our women are getting pregnant. Our children are thriving.
This is the promise of New Bethlehem.
The other commanders are using his project of New Bethlehem to lure refugees back.
And then the door is going to slam, and they're going to be as oppressive as ever.
It's at a moment of real optimism that he realizes the support for him is a charade.
Lawrence will be the unwitting father of the second biggest coup in modern history.
They turn on him because New Bethlehem's kind of working.
What are you talking about?
They want to put me on the wall, June. Maybe we'll be next to each other. It's very hard to reform anything from the end of a rope.
I need someone I can trust.
And you trust me?
I must. This is where I've landed.
The June-Serena relationship is really at the core of this series, and you could sort of look at it as kind of a love-hate story.
Serena obviously started out as June's captor.
If I get trouble, believe me, I will give trouble back.
Over time, we started to see all of that power shift. We began to understand that Serena Joy, while in a position of power, actually had tremendous vulnerability.
Seems Gilead is unhappy with both of us.
We're not the same.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
On a case-by-case basis.
The trajectory for Serena, has she changed?
All she ever wanted was this maybe.
But now she wants June's forgiveness.
I did terrible things because I felt powerless.
Serena is, for the first time, recognizing how hard it must have been for June. She now has a child and understands what it would be like if that child was taken away and how wrecking that would be.
I don't know that she can ever quite forgive herself if she doesn't get June's forgiveness.
I try again and again to make amends with you.
I saved your life.
Yet you refuse to forgive me.
I can't forgive you. You don't think I wish I could?
I think that June and Serena's relationship is the love story of the show.
There's such a history between these two women.
You could smile and say they're frenemies.
And they're on the top and the bottom of Gilead, and yet they find ways to find more and more in common.
Serena is my favorite character besides June, largely due to Yvonne's performance.
I'm getting married to High Commander Wharton. He's not like Fred.
Was Fred like Fred at the beginning?
She brings a humanity and a vulnerability and a cruelty.
Do you understand me?
June can't help feeling compassion.
Where is my baby right now?
What is going on?
In spite of all the terrible things Serena has done to her.
June's been very effective at finding the humanity in Serena.
This is part of the evolution of Serena that I think we want to see.
She's not a vessel, she's a human being.
The part where she is starting to grasp how dysfunctional everything about Gilead is.
I was wrong about you. You're just like the rest of them.
They have inevitably helped each other grow, whether they like it or not.
It's a constant push and pull between them. There's a grudging respect that they have for each other. They're both stubborn, strong-willed, opinionated women. It's impossible for them not to want happiness for each other.